On behalf of my family, I would like to thank you for your interest and support of the Donna M. Crandall Memorial Foundation. The foundation was created in memory of my mother, Donna, who passed away from complications from cystic fibrosis on January 8, 1999, when I was just 15 years old. My mom was diagnosed with CF when she was 4. At that time, CF patients were not expected to live long enough to attend first grade, never mind go to college, have a career, get married, or have a family. My mom was a 1979 graduate of Siena College, was married for 19 years, and worked for ACO for almost 19 years. My mom was something extraordinary for even a person without a terminal illness. She was a great cook. She found the time to make delicious home-cooked meals after working the entire day and driving me to all my practices. She was extremely organized, knowing where the matching top to every Tupperware container in our house was. She was very crafty, demonstrated by my over-the-top homemade Halloween costumes each year. And she really loved to go to the beach. Even if she had to bring her oxygen, she always claimed she felt better by the ocean. She loved Disney World. Surprisingly, she also loved scary rides and roller coasters. My mother never let CF inhibit her. Even while on oxygen and occasionally in a wheelchair later in life, I vividly remember her yelling at me from the sidelines of my soccer game and while I accidentally pushed her into the racks at the mall while Christmas shopping. Shortly after she passed away, my aunts, uncles, and dad got together and chatted about the ways they could help other CF families. It was at that humble meeting, around the kitchen table, that the idea of the Donna Crandall Foundation was born. Though the idea is simple, the impact is great. Currently, the foundation raises over $100,000 a year. We reach out to hundreds of patients each year and give many a place to turn when they're desperate. We thought this year we would give you a glimpse at what really goes on behind the scenes of the Donna Crandall Foundation. The people you are about to see are not actors. They are my family.
The foundation has a job for every cousin. Unfortunately, our job always seems to include envelopes and stamps.
If you don't get a thing from the foundation, it's because I forgot a stamp.
Every year, Aunt Terry writes the annual newsletter which highlights all our programs and says thank you for all those who helped. So, if there's anyone we missed, thanks.
My Aunt Donna loved to shop. She loved a one-day sale. She loved an all-day shopping pass, and she especially loved the day after Christmas sale at Macy's. I think she would be very pleased that the Foundation's first project included shopping. Each CF patient admitted to Albany Medical Center receives a bag from the Foundation. We make the bags for children, teens, and adults. We also make bags for newly diagnosed infants. The bags contain items that we think will make a patient's stay a little more pleasant. A bag usually has an iPod or a DVD player, books, magazines, handheld games, toiletries, and snacks. Every bag is totally unique. The staff at Albany Medical Center contacts the Foundation when the hospital is in need of bags. They let us know what age group we need to shop for, and then the shopping fun begins.
So we thought we'd take you to Target to shop for the Donna Crandall bags.
We're usually shopping for items to fill 6 to 8 bags at a time. When we go shopping, we always try to include things that Aunt Donna would have liked.
Some of her favorites were 100 grams, pretzels, and of course, mayonnaise. Toiletries are always tricky.
When you check out, each item needs to be scanned individually, so it often sounds like a pinball machine.
Sometimes people stare.
Buying electronics has been a lot harder since they started locking the cabinets.
Can I have 8 iPods, please?
We also like to remember other friends who have passed away from CF. Mary Breton was a little girl who lost this battle.
From her family and friends, we learned that Mary loved to play Uno. In honor of Mary, we placed a deck of Uno cards in every gift bag.
Some item recommendations come from patients, like full-size salt and pepper shakers, Price Chopper gift cards, or real tissues.
The patients like the full-size salt and pepper shakers because they're a lot easier to use than the little packets they get on their hospital trays.
Welcome to the CF side of the basement. This is where all the items for the gift bags are kept.
We have snacks, books, and hundreds of toothbrushes.
There are movies, batteries, and handheld games.
The Burke Bears and the quilts are even down here. Making the bags is really fun. You get to go shopping on the basement shelves for items to be evenly distributed throughout each bag.
There really is a system to how everything fits.
The Kleenexes always go in the corner. Snacks always go last.
To date, we have made 790 bags.
We never had a chance to meet Aunt Donna, but we heard a lot of stories. We know these are her bags, and we know that she liked jelly beans, stale peeps, and pretzels.
The gift bag program was our first project. We thought it would be one our family could fund on our own if our ability to fundraise was not successful. But due to the generosity of all of you, we have been successful at fundraising and have become much more than green bags. We pay for TV and phone service for patients admitted to the hospital. We provide cafeteria vouchers and parking passes for visitors, and we pay for families to stay at the hotel across the street from the hospital.
As the oldest cousin, I had the distinction of knowing Aunt Donna the longest. One of the things I remember most about Donna was that she never let you get away with anything, whether it was a hand in the cookie jar or jumping off the bed. Donna was always there to call you on it. When you're a little kid, this is a bad thing, but when you get older, you realize what this really is. And it was Donna showing us that she was always there to look after us, and that she cared about us, and that she loved us. She taught us a lot of life lessons, but one I remember involves higher education. Years ago, CF patients were told that they'd never attend college, but that would have just motivated Donna to do the opposite. She was always defying the odds. In 1979, she graduated from CF College and went on to have a 20-year career. Aunt Donna taught us the value of putting away money for college. Every Christmas, when we get our checks from our grandparents, she'd be telling us to always put away half to go towards college. We think she'd be very happy with our decision to give CF High School seniors who want to continue their education $1,000 to go toward expenses. To date, we provided $40,000 in college scholarships to local CF families.
Our ongoing relationships with people with CF have taught us that when you are dealing with a chronic illness, the smallest things can brighten your day. After all, many CF patients are in and out of the hospital several times a year and have a lot of trips to the CF clinic. We try to make these times a little more tolerable and to remind them that they are not alone.
Aunt Donna was very crafty. She loved to make homemade Halloween costumes, create beautiful ceramic pieces, and learn to quilt by hand.
We decided to make quilts for newly diagnosed CF patients in tribute to her love of crafts. The cousins started coloring squares of fabric with fabric markers. When our artistic talents hit a peak, we got help from Brownie Troops, Cousin Aaron's first grade class, and then the Blankie Patrol at Carrigon Elementary School.
We would deliver our original artwork to Aunt Donna's best friend, Paula Miller, who would turn our creations into great patchwork quilts.
When a new infant is diagnosed at Albany Med, we send a quilt to the family to let them know we are thinking of them.
Our projects are all based on traditions Aunt Donna taught us.
Each Christmas, she organized gingerbread house construction, and we made Christmas cookies together. She was an expert. Often she had to help an aunt or two put their house together.
We were never allowed to eat the houses when they were done. And why? We may never know.
In honor of this tradition, each year we recruit our friends and family members to help us fill tins of cookies for CF patients.
Every summer our foundation does a summer project. This year I was in charge of that summer project, and in light of the Olympics we decided to come up with an idea that had to do with gold, silver, and bronze medals placed in special boxes. Each box contained a different amount of money, either 100, 50, or 20, that was a surprise to each patient after they made their visit to the clinic. This year the prices in gas have risen and expenses for living have also risen. So we hoped that this extra set of money would offset those costs. My brothers and sisters decided to help with this project.
To help our sister Megan with this project, we started by creating the Olympic medals. So first we cut out 200 of them. We spray painted gold, silver, and bronze medals.
I was on spray paint team.
So after all the medals were dry, we took our logo pin and stuck them through the middle.
Once each medal had a pin in it, we decided to place them randomly in each box. A gold medal would have a $100 bill. Each box is closed secretly and tied with 3 colored ribbons, red, white, and blue, for the Olympic colors. Once the boxes are tied, they get thrown in the pile randomly, so no one knows which color is in which box. This giving everyone an equal chance to win $100.
The foundation is run by a volunteer family board. No one gets paid for the job he or she does. There is no secretary answering the phone or corporate boardroom. The foundation is run by family. The work is done by aunts, uncles, parents, grandparents, and cousins. The meetings are still around the kitchen table, and most board meetings look more like a family reunion. A simple majority of the aunts or uncles is all that's needed for most decisions.
Hello, I'm David Crandall, and I'm sitting here with my family at the Donna M. Crandall Foundation board meeting, and we're getting ready for our Emerald Eve. These are very difficult economic times that we're dealing with, and our CF families are dealing with just as many, and their needs are growing. The Emerald Eve will make it possible to ease the strain on families as they deal with the difficulties of cystic fibrosis. As I said, I'm sitting here with my family. Our board is made up of my brothers and sisters and their husbands and wives. But it's not just this generation that makes a difference for our foundation, it's also the next generation.
Fundraising is harder than it looks.
When we were both a lot younger, the cousins decided to organize a can drive for the foundation. We passed out these flyers, and after hours of messy work, we raised only a few $100s.
In the past few years, we created a more competitive, semi-non-violent, financially advantageous approach to raising money.
The Emerald Eve Cousin Raffle Sale Extravaganza! The cousins pair up and compete for the greatest number of tickets sold.
Most think our cousin Eric, at 6'5", would be the winner, with so many people looking at his arm length. But no. The two of us have totally dominated ticket sales.
The raffle approach is approximately 1,500% more effective than the old can drive.
And way cleaner.
The Donna Crandall Foundation is important to our entire extended family. The foundation has allowed the family to turn sadness into something happy. It has also allowed those of us who never got the chance to meet Donna to hear her story and be an active part of her legacy. Though Jeff and I live in Washington, D.C., we make it a priority every year to attend the Emerald Eve and to help out as much as we can. We help with setup and assist with the checkout for the silent auction. The Emerald Eve silent auction is a major funding source for all foundation programs.
My mom was pretty private. She rarely told people she had CF. Most people in her life did not even know she was sick. Most people did not know about the volumes of meds she used every day or the hours it took to get ready for work each morning. I'm sure the man that yelled at her for parking in the handicap spot had no idea she had a terminal illness. I'm not exactly sure how my mom would feel about us using her name every day on the foundation stationery. You know, the private thing. But I do know she would be proud that we are helping other people unconditionally. We are helping people who are just as courageous as she was, trying to breathe a little easier just one more day. The foundation hears from many grateful patients each year. My family is grateful for the opportunity to make something good out of something sad. And I am grateful for the support of people like you, who help keep my mother's memory alive year after year. The foundation makes a profound impact on the lives of people who truly have nowhere else to turn. Every day, we are able to make a significant difference in the life of someone with CF. I always thought my mom's direct approach, delicious Irish soda bread recipe, and her lesson to us all, never to give up, were going to be her life's messages. But now I realize the hundreds of lives we touch each year in her memory have truly become her legacy. The faces of CF are varied. Their stories and needs are unique. Thank you for helping us touch one heart at a time.